Hey everyone, it's Lynette and this is my 2018 bookshelf tour. So I'm not using a tripod. I'm sorry if it's a little Blair Witchy with the filming, but I wanted to have free reign so I could show you my lovely bookshelves behind me that my husband bought for me as sort of a belated Christmas gift. But I wanted to give you a little tour about how I set them up. I have a huge book order coming in a couple weeks. Couple weeks? Yeah. So I will have a lot more books to put on the shelf. I'll do a book haul video when that shipment comes in. But for now, I wanted to show you what is on my shelf and kind of how I set my stuff up. Okay, so we will start up here in the corner. This is just a writing workbook that I use. As some of you know and some of you don't, I do write fiction for fun. So that's just a couple writing exercises just that I do before I really start to work on my projects. It really just gets my brain flowing and the writing juices going. This is my little book of Hygge. It talks about how to be comfy and how to live a comfortable lifestyle like they do, I think. This is my one lonesome classic book. It's Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I do have more classics coming in the mail that I've ordered post-Christmas, so this little guy won't be alone for long. The next section starts my biography, and I'm just going to go through and read titles, so it will take up less time. I have The Magnolia Story by Chip and Joanna Gaines, Lauren Graham, Talking as Fast as I Can, Hillary Clinton, Hard Choices, Imperfect Justice, which is a book about Casey Anthony because I'm a crime nerd. This is just a journal that I've shown in other videos called My Rad Life. And this is, of course, Ruth Bader Ginsburg's biography. The next shelf starts my historical fiction, which I had more of those than I thought I did. So the first one is Stalking Jack the Ripper. Then I have two copies, a hardback and a paperback of Bright Young Things. The Diviners, paperback, hardback. The second Diviners book. Then I have an ARC that I got back in 2012 that I've never read called Venom. Then I have a few books in the Lux series that I haven't read either, but I got those obviously on sale. Thanks for that sticker on there, Books A Million. The next shelf starts my dystopian, apocalyptic kind of books. We have the book Flawed, Survive the Night. We have the Chemical Garden trilogy, which is Wither, Fever, and Sever, of course, without a dust jacket because I'm horrible with those. We have The Uglies by Scott Westerfield. This is a book, a mass market that my friend gave me called Clean. It's a sci-fi kind of dystopian book that I've never read yet. We have The Forsaken, Breathe, The 100, a book called Roar, which is a dystopian children's fiction book. We have The Young Elites by Marie Lu, which just came in. Lockdown, which is like, what is this? Escape from the Furnace. I thought it was a cool cover, but I haven't read it yet. And then we have another older dystopian called Darkened. The next shelf is dystopian as well. We have a book called The Young World, which I got on sale, so I'm not really sure too much what it's about. We have The Maze Runner and the Scorched Trials in one collector's edition. A book called Orleans, which is really good, but I, for some reason, didn't finish it, so I need to pick that back up. We have the Dustlands trilogy, which I don't have the third one of, but this is the first one called Blood Red Road, the second one called Rebel Heart. We have a book called Proxy. This is the book Origin, which I got as an ARC, but didn't finish, but it was really good, the part that I did read. By the same author, we have the book Vitro. Of course, we have Ready Player One, which the movie trailer looks amazing for. The book Enclave by Anna Guire, and partials and fragments. I don't have Ruin yet. Down here on the 4th shelf, we have I Am number 4 and The Power of 6 here that I have yet to read. The Diabolic, Revolution 19, the first 2 books in the Article 5 trilogy. There's Article 5, Breaking Point, and then the 3rd one is called 3. We have the Marie Lu Prodigy Arc, Eve, which has a really beautiful cover, the Starters Arc, and the second one, which is Enders, Numbers by Rachel Ward. These guys that I got on sale that I think I'm going to give away because I'm not sure that I really want to read them. If you read any of these, which is Crier's Cross, Fade Gone, and Wake, which is a trilogy, let me know if you liked them, if they're worth reading, but I think they're going to be on my unhauling video. Bottom is my zombie shelf, so you could see all of these. We have Rotten Ruin, Zombie by Darren Shan, which these are cool because these are like 3 books in one. We have The Dark and Hollow Places hardcover and paperback, and The Dead Toss Waves. For some reason, I don't have The Forest of Hands and Teeth, which is the 3rd one. And then we also have The Walking Dead first book, The Road to Woodbury by Robert. Up here starts my fantasy books. We have the book Cruel, All the Crooked Saints, which is a signed copy, which I didn't know until I got home, so that's really cool. Cinder, Afterworlds by Scott Westerfield, Blythewood, the second one of this series, The Rose and the Dagger. The first one's in the mail, it hasn't come in yet. Sea of Shadows by Kelly Armstrong, The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black, As Old as Time, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Then we have Miss Paraguay, which, unpopular opinion time, I really didn't care for, so that's why you don't see the other 2 on my shelf. A book called Glitch, which was recommended to me when I worked at the bookstore by a customer, Caraval. Here sort of starts, this shelf and the next shelf are like my favorites, but they all really are fantasy type books, but they're my favorite books and they deserve a place of honor. So this is the Throne of Glass series. Of course, Heir of Fire would go in here, but I'm reading it right now. I don't have I don't have the latest one, Tower of Dawn, that just came out, and I think I have the prequel as an ebook, so I need to get a hard copy of that as well. I have A Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy. I have Illuminae, without the dust jacket, of course, and Gemina, and Obsidio. It's going to go right there. I have the Lost Encyclopedia, which is the best show on earth. If you have not watched Lost, you need to do that. And The World of Ice and Fire, which is the encyclopedia that goes along with the Game of Thrones series. Down here I have my illustrated Harry Potter books, which I love. And this guy just came in. You're going to see him in my haul video here in a couple weeks. But this is my Slytherin's edition copy of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I absolutely love this one. I'll just show it to you now because I love it so much. But I love it has green pages. But like all the house editions have like additional information about the house, like what the house ghost is and an introduction of the house. So I love, and here's the other ones that you can see. So I want to get all 4 of them, but I had to have the Slytherin one first. And then this is a favorite candle of mine that I sit here because it smells awesome. It's by Anderson Lilly, so you should check that out on their website. My one surviving copy of Harry Potter that survived the water in my parents' basement, and that's the 7th one. I have the other 6 on order, so hopefully they'll be in soon. From the Hogwarts Library, I have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is a really fun, like, textbook kind of book. And then I have Fantastic Beasts, the original screenplay, which I haven't read yet because I haven't seen the movie yet, so I want to watch the movie first. This is a mug that my friend got me for Christmas, so I set it here on my favorite shelf because I love it. It says, "All I need is coffee and mascara." This is a book that I read every Halloween. I talked about it a lot, if I can get it out of here. It's called Blood and Chocolate, and you can see I've read and abused and reread it so many times. This is an old school old school young adult fiction book about werewolves and things like that, but it's a really neat read. It's by Annette Curtis Claus, so if you haven't read her, she's really good. She also has a book about vampires called The Silver Kiss. She wrote about vampires before Twilight made them popular, so she has some really great books. And then for some reason, these are all the Gone books that I have. I don't know why I don't have Gone, which is the first one, but I have these three, so I need to order the rest of those. And then Monster, which is the most recent one. Down on this next shelf continues sort of the fantasy books of mine. We have Shatter Me, which is like an old school copy. I don't even have like the newest cover. As I Wake, Red Queen by Christopher Pike. I think this is a duology, but it's Passenger and Wayfarer, which I hate that this one's a paperback and this one's a hardcover. I didn't realize that when I ordered it. Dangerous Creatures, Newt's Emerald, and then A Study in Charlotte here starts my contemporary reads. I put this one in here because it's just a fun teen mystery kind of book, but A Study in Charlotte, Blonde Ops, Privilege, Private, which I haven't read either of these, but I was looking for like a Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars type series to read next, so I picked those up. Captor Girls, which is another Pretty Little Liars type read. The Female of the Species, Speak, which is a must-have for any young adult fiction lover, by Lori Halls Anderson. Down here is more contemporary. We have North of Beautiful, They All Fall Down, Tiny Pretty Things, A Short History of the Girl Next Door. First There Was Forever, Moxie, which I'm really excited to read, but I haven't picked it up yet. And Burn for Burn, which I feel like I started this one, but I didn't finish it, so I need to pick it back up too. And then this is my short collection of children's literature books. We have this book, which is called Found, which is book 1 in the Missing series. And by the same author here, we have Among the Hidden, which is a short little read of a series. The Lightning Thief, The 39 Clues by Rick Riordan again. I think this looks so cool. I'm not even embarrassed that I have it, but I really want to start this because they're so short. I think there's a million of them. There might even be 39 of them. I don't even know, but there's a million of these. But they're short little reads, and I don't know. I think there's like a game that goes with it or something, but here's all the books. I don't even think that's all of them, but I don't know. I think it just seems really fun. So I might read this in the summer as a short little fun read. Then I have Dead Weather and Sunrise, which is the Chronicles of Egg series. It was an advanced reader copy, so I'm not absolutely sure what it's about. I haven't read it yet. House of the Scorpion by Nancy Farmer, and The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams. And then down here is my sad little collection of adult fiction books. I have The Lovely Bones, an advanced copy of The Professionals, Big Little Lies, and Defending Jacob. And then these are 2 empty boxes that I just sat here for no reason. And then on the very tippy top of my shelf is my one solo decoration up there so far. I haven't done much of decorating, but it's my sign that I got from my cousin Taylor for Christmas, which I absolutely love. It's so pretty. It says, "Always pray to have eyes that see the best in people, a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith in God." It's probably my favorite thing I got for Christmas. So thank you, Taylor. I love it. So that is my short little bookshelf tour for 2018. Hopefully in 2019, when I do a bookshelf tour again, I will have many more books to fill my shelves. I'm really excited to fill up my shelves and to see how many books I can acquire in the next year. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.